Hi, welcome back, Tammie. Thank you for coming back for part two of our session yesterday. We had such good fun that it went on for quite a long time. And we did get to one card in quite some depth, but I think there's plenty more to be got from some other cards, which I would really love to do for you, because I think we're really getting, pardon me, we're making some good strides. And why stop when you're on a good thing, I think. So let me just go to my share screen and just remind people what the game looks like. So this is the Find Your Bling game, and these are the cards that we're using. Now, the way the game works is everybody chooses one of these beautiful multicolored bling pieces, much better than a Monopoly ship or boot or train engine. And you choose one of those, you throw the dice, and you work around the diamond line, which is the beautiful colors on the outside. And then whichever colored diamond that your counter lands on, that's the corresponding deck that you choose a card from. So because we don't have that when we play the game online, I then use a wheel of names instead, and I've got each of the names of the bling decks on there. So that's what we'll do. So Tammie, let's do that now. So again, just to recap, your question is, what is causing me to be invisible right now? Mm-hmm. Do you want to just give us a little bit more information about that, please?
Yeah, so like I was saying yesterday, at the moment, there are times that I feel like I'm invisible, like I'm not recognized, or I might send messages to people and they don't get seen, they don't get responded to. But how that's playing out in my business is that I feel like I'm invisible because I'm not being seen in the business, but I'm also not putting myself out there because there's this underlying message of not being good enough and being compared to other people. And so therefore I'm not being seen for the person that I am. So that was kind of where we got to yesterday. The deep underrooted thing is, I'm not being seen for who I am.
Beautiful. And talking about not being seen for who you are, just tell us a little bit more again about what you do, please.
So I'm a mental health trainer and coach. So I predominantly teach the skills of mental health first aid, but I also coach people in resilience skills. And I do that through a number of either one-on-one or in group settings. Or the other thing that I do is I use drums to do a resilience program, which is hard to do online, but that's what I do with some of the face-to-face stuff. But I'm super, super passionate about mental health and well-being because I've had my own journey that I've gone through, hence the name Phoenix Initiative. I've risen up from the ashes from a previous life to be the person I am today.
You so have. And again, just tell us what Phoenix stands for, please.
So Phoenix stands for passionate, hopeful, young at heart, noetic, indomitable, and extraordinary. And that's what I want people to be every day, is to be a phoenix and rise up from the ashes no matter what struggles they have. And
you are the perfect epitome of that. So awesome. Such a great role model. Okay, let's take this away and see what the Bling cards have for us today. As Angie, the creator, says, it's your date with the universe. What does the universe have to talk to us about today? So this is the love deck.
Ooh.
And the love deck is our green deck. And I'll just read the divine cards that tell us about the essence of each deck. And the love deck is about enhancing and renewing inner happiness. The lovable bubble is about connecting with your pure source of love. When you choose a love card, finish the sentence and notice the power of the words you use and any insights you gain. How does it make you feel? Notice how this card relates to your question. A little dose of love can lighten up your day and boost your energy because love can heal everything. The love deck enhances and renews inner happiness. Awesome. I'm just getting my love deck cards out. Give them a shuffle. Tell me when to stop.
Mm-hmm. All right, stop.
Okay. So I have a big deck in my right hand. Throw down.
There's a quick shuffle this time.
Yeah. Big deck in my right hand and a small deck in my left hand.
Oh, I'm going to go big deck today. Okay. Change it up.
There are 100 cards, so they're very hard to hold in one hand, as you can imagine. But
Yep.
it doesn't really matter because the right card will always come out as it needs to. In fact, quite often the card will fall out and that will be the right card.
Mm.
Okay, so tell me when to stop, Tammie.
All right. Stop.
That one?
Yep.
This says the truth about this is.
Whoa. Okay. The truth about this is it's not valid. So what I mean by that is I am being seen because people are coming to me for business and it is slowly building. So I am not invisible. I'm lots of places. If you Google me, I show up on the first page, like lots on the first page. When I type in my business name, it's fully on the first page. So I'm not invisible. So the truth is that it's not valid. The fact that I am out there in the world, I can be seen, and for my uniqueness, because there's stuff out there that shows it. So I think that's what came up for me. It's not valid anymore.
So, okay. I was going to say, so why do you think you were feeling that?
Why was I feeling invisible? A little bit of self-pity, I think. Just some of those times where, business is feeling a bit hard. So it's just like, oh, well, this is the reason why stuff's hard is because I'm invisible. So that's the reason, because it's a comfortable thing to go to. But it's not true. It isn't true.
I love it. So yeah. If you're not visible, what are you then?
If I'm not invisible.
So if you're not invisible, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not invisible, well, I'm a phoenix. I'm extraordinary and amazing and awesome and beautiful. Like I have these amazing wings, right? So I'm out there in the world, a very unique individual that views the world in sometimes a different way to other people, but I'm becoming more and more aligned with some other people because we're wanting to make a change in the world. So, yeah.
You're finding your tribe, so to speak.
Yes.
Nice.
And when I find my tribe, I'm definitely not invisible in the tribe.
No.
Yeah.
So what I really am also looking for is when we say the word not, it undermines what we're trying to say we are. And our unconscious mind doesn't hear not, it hears whatever it is. So if you say I'm not invisible, it doesn't hear not invisible, it just hears I'm invisible.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I learned something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like if I say don't think of a blue tree, you have to think of a blue tree, not to think of a blue tree, right?
Yes.
So it's that kind of thing. And because 95% of the way we behave, 95% of the way we act, that's all comes from our unconscious mind. So what we want to do is make sure that we're feeding the right information into our unconscious mind, because that's what actually sets those pathways, those neural pathways. One of the guys I love to see on YouTube, I do follow on YouTube, is a young man called Jake Ducey. And Joe Dispenza talks about this as well. But I love the way Jake Ducey says that neurons that fire together wire together. So it's just like a pathway you make, through some bush or some greenery. If there's, if nobody's walked there before, it's kind of pristine. But as soon as people start walking on it, then the pathway forms. Even if you look at virgin sand, a beach that doesn't have any footsteps, you start walking on that, people start walking backwards and forwards, and it becomes a pathway. So the same thing happens with our neural pathways. So we really want to be mindful of the messages that we give to our unconscious mind.
Yeah. I totally relate to that, because in my resilience work, we do exactly that. We create new pathways for our new resilience skills, and we get rid of other stuff. So I totally can relate to that. I just hadn't realized that we don't hear the word not, but now it makes sense. Because I know this is it's a little bit related, but I watched a comedian Carl Barron, you know, and as a young kid, he was told to not eat all the don't eat all the lollies. And all he heard was eat all the lollies. So that's what he would do. So now that makes total sense, right?
Yeah. For people in North America, lollies are candy. For people in the UK, lollies are sweets, right?
Yes.
So basically, don't eat all those sweeties or don't eat all the candy means eat it.
Eat it.
Exactly.
All right. So I am visible.
Yeah, beautiful. Exactly where I was coming from. Let's rephrase that. I am visible. Love it.
Yes, I am visible.
Nice. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what other cards come up and what they have to tell us next. Before you've had your turn. Oh, new beginnings.
How appropriate.
Yes. Let me just close that so I can talk to you. So the new beginnings deck, this is about a fresh start. It's like you have a magic wand and your wish is your command, creating a new mindset and new opportunities. When you choose a new beginning card, read it and notice how any old energy that no longer serves you can fade away for something new and exciting to flow in. A fresh start is good for the soul. Notice how this card relates to your question. Find your power from within and take a leap of faith. You will be amazed by what you will find on the other side. So new beginnings, that's the orange deck.
Think about the air. Doctors wear masks during surgery. Dental hygienists wear them during routine procedures. There is risk of spreading C. diff from simply flushing a toilet. Of the nearly 2 million people contracting healthcare-acquired infections each year, nearly 99,000 people die, and the cost to the healthcare system is estimated to be $20 billion annually. UV has been used as a disinfection tool for decades in healthcare. But the challenge with UVC technology has always been the method of delivery. It can't be used in occupied spaces. Disinfection only lasts until the space is occupied again, and it's only effective in areas that are direct line of sight. Until now. That is exactly what makes UV24 different. Operating 24/7, 365 in occupied spaces, UV24 is a fast, continuous UVC air purification system that reduces the levels of bacteria and fungi in treated air and reduces the settling of viable bacteria and fungi on surfaces. Healthcare staff have reported improved indoor air quality and reduced odors. The patented UV24 is an active system that draws microorganisms to a UV light. There are 2 vents on the face of the fixture. Behind one is an array of fans which draws air through a MERV 6 filter which removes larger particles of dust. Air is pulled through the filter into the UV chamber mounted on the back of the fixture at approximately 50 cubic feet per minute. It can treat a volume of air equivalent to a 10 by 10 by 8 foot room 4 times per hour. The air moves through a set of safety baffles which prevent the UV light from escaping the chamber. Once in the chamber, a high-intensity UV lamp operates at the peak wavelength of 253.7 nanometers. The air is then pushed through an opposing grill at a 30-degree angle to promote circulation of the treated air throughout the room. Clinical studies have demonstrated that UV24 is effective in removing better than 90% of airborne pathogens, including those most responsible for HAIs. Once UV24 is installed, it requires no engineering controls to operate and minimal maintenance, which helps keep operational costs low. UV24 is designed for use in hospitals, long-term care facilities, nursing homes, schools, commercial office buildings, and any other location where cleaner environmental air is desired. The energy-efficient UV24 is available in 3 styles. For more information on UV24, contact your local distributor.
I truly believe, though, according to my numerology, next year I will be having a massive transformation. So I think it's still this year. This is the path that I'm still working through this year, and I'll resolve it by the end of the year. And it's just going to be part of that validation of, as I get more work, as I get more feedback from people, it will just be the positive reinforcement that I need to say, yes, it's okay to be successful. So I still think I have a bit of a journey to go through, but I'm not afraid of the journey now.
And that's where the power is. That is real empowerment. One of my mentors, Joe Pane, who actually has a podcast for anybody listening, it's called Insights with Joe Pane, and he's fabulous. And he actually did my initial coaching training. And he always says, you're either green and growing or ripe and rotting. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm green and growing till the day I die, right? Because life is a journey to learn, to grow, to develop, and enjoy. So much joy comes from pain. So much growth comes from pain. So, embrace it and go through it and see what's on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, we can always learn something from it.
Yeah, I love the fact that now you are acknowledging that it's going to be a journey, but you're also affirming to yourself that you can manage it, you can cope with it, and no matter what, you're coming through it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Tammie. Okay, let's see what the next card says for us, shall we? I believed it. Okay, the Believe deck. That's our blue one. It's about believing anything is possible. It's like taking the lid off a box that has the most amazing gifts inside that will enrich your life. Funny, we were just talking about, going through stuff that enriches our lives. When you choose a Believe card, notice the story you tell yourself about what you have read. Does your story keep you small, or does it excite you to take your life to another level? Be open and curious, and notice how this card relates to your question. Stories are powerful. Make yours extraordinary. You deserve it. Yes, you do. We all do. So here's the blue deck. I'll be shuffling. Tell me when to stop.
Okay. Okay, stop.
Okay. I have a very small one and a very big one.
Oh, let's go with the very small one.
So my hands are a bit cold and stiff. It's quite a cold day in Canberra today.
It is a bit cold, hence me still wearing my cardigan and my scarf.
Well, I'm actually feeling warm looking at you, so it's a good thing. Okay, there are only about 5 or 6 in this one.
That's all right. That one.
That one?
Yep.
Make sure I've got the right ones. Am I willing to do what needs to be done?
Yes.
And what is that?
I'm definitely willing to do what needs to be done. So what needs to be done is to put myself out there more. I've actually been asked this question. I'm having a speaker's reel created. So one of the questions was, how committed are you to standing out? And so, of course, I put a 10. So it's about doing that. It's doing things that are now owning my uniqueness. So that will be part of that whole branding video thing. And yeah, and look, I do own it more and more when I'm delivering stuff. It's my way. It's not necessarily exactly how we're supposed to do it. I'm putting my flair on things. I'm creating new programs that is mine, based off of stuff that I've learned, but I'm putting my twist on it. So yeah, I'm owning it. And like I said, it's that journey. By the end of the year, we'll be all good to be new, shiny, transformed, successful. Yeah. So I do.
Highly visible.
And highly visible.
Love it. because people need to see you so they can come and find you, and then they can get the transformation and the healing, whatever else they need that you can give them.
Sometimes I just wish I had more hours in the day so that I could be more places. Although it's funny, we've been running a youth mental health first aid class today, and the icebreaker, I asked what superpower would the people like to have, and I always say that I would like the teleporting superpower, but I realized that I don't want that because I would have to disintegrate who I am and be reconstituted, and that just doesn't work. So I decided I want to be like Dr. Strange, where I can just wave my hand and create a portal and just step through to where I want to be. So I feel like I'm creating a new superpower, right? I'm stepping into that new place that I want to be, opening a portal.
I love it. And remember, like a snowflake, we're each unique, and so you are absolutely, a beautiful snowflake.
Thank you.
So I'm just going to stop turning the wheel now, and I'm just going to choose. Would you like a Bling Boost card, or would you like a Gold Light card?
Oh, give me a Gold Light card, please.
All right. Both of those are our beautiful affirmation cards, and the Gold Light deck is about the power of I am. Let your inner confidence shine bright like a star. When you choose from the Gold Light deck, notice the word you choose after I am. What follows is a gift to you. Is it something you want to bring into your life, or perhaps magnify in your life? Say these words often throughout the day and notice how extraordinary they make you feel. Become a light for all to see. Your opportunities to shine are infinite. So, the Gold Light deck. Tell me when to stop shuffling. Yep.
Stop. Sorry, I muted myself because the dog was barking.
Okay. I worked it out. I could lip read. So left or right? They're kind of almost equal.
Left, please.
Okay. I can hear my dog getting in trouble outside.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That one.
That one?
Yep.
This one says, I am valued.
Value or valued?
Valued.
Oh, okay. I am valued.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. And your value as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. And, somebody who's valued is always going to be visible because people are looking for you.
Oh, look, I got reinforcement from this from one of my clients the other night who doesn't have very many people around them, had quite a shut off life. And they said to me, since I've been working with you, you've opened up my world. So if that's not validation and feeling that, like showing that I'm valued, then nothing else is really.
That's true. That's a beautiful way to stop. Now, Tammie, before we go, I just want to share with people your contact details. So those are Tammie's contact details that you can, that's her email address, her phone number. Are you on WhatsApp? Are you on WhatsApp?
I am on WhatsApp. If people look me up with that spelling of my name, they'll find me.
Okay. And of course, Tammie also has some Forging Resilience weekly group coaching sessions starting in July of this year. And it's $22 per session. That's 2022 Australian dollars, so $20.22 for the year 2022. And it's obviously much better exchange if you're in the UK or the US or even in Canada. Now, if you would like your very own Bling card angel reading with me, that's the information on the right-hand side. So 20 minutes is, these are all Aussie prices, $55, 60 minutes is $1.50, $150, 90 minutes is $200, and 120 minutes is $250. And you can book on my Calendly link. And I was saying to someone today, I don't do coaching in individual sessions because when you're coaching, you really need to have a whole block of time to see progress. Like you can't just go to the gym once and see that you're suddenly fit. So with coaching, it really needs to be over a series of sessions. But when you do a Bling card reading, in 20 minutes, you can have an amazing breakthrough. In 60 minutes, even more so. So if you're interested in Bling card readings, please book me. There are many options, as you can see, 20 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 or 120. And on that note, I will stop sharing and I will say thank you, everybody, for being here and accompanying Tammie on her journey through the Find Your Bling cards. And Tammie, thank you so very much for volunteering to very bravely step up and let us delve into
Think about the air. Doctors wear masks during surgery. Dental hygienists wear them during routine procedures. There is risk of spreading C. diff from simply flushing a toilet. Of the nearly 2 million people contracting healthcare-acquired infections each year, nearly 99,000 people die, and the cost to the healthcare system is estimated to be $20 billion annually. UV has been used as a disinfection tool for decades in healthcare. But the challenge with UVC technology has always been the method of delivery. It can't be used in occupied spaces. Disinfection only lasts until the space is occupied again, and it's only effective in areas that are direct line of sight. Until now. That is exactly what makes UV24 different. Operating 24/7, 365 in occupied spaces, UV24 is a fast, continuous UVC air purification system that reduces the levels of bacteria and fungi in treated air and reduces the settling of viable bacteria and fungi on surfaces. Healthcare staff have reported improved indoor air quality and reduced odors. The patented UV24 is an active system that draws microorganisms to a UV light. There are 2 vents on the face of the fixture. Behind one is an array of fans which draws air through a MERV 6 filter which removes larger particles of dust. Air is pulled through the filter into the UV chamber mounted on the back of the fixture at approximately 50 cubic feet per minute. It can treat a volume of air equivalent to a 10 by 10 by 8 foot room 4 times per hour. The air moves through a set of safety baffles which prevent the UV light from escaping the chamber. Once in the chamber, a high-intensity UV lamp operates at the peak wavelength of 253.7 nanometers. The air is then pushed through an opposing grill at a 30-degree angle to promote circulation of the treated air throughout the room. Clinical studies have demonstrated that UV24 is effective in removing better than 90% of airborne pathogens, including those most responsible for HAIs. Once UV24 is installed, it requires no engineering controls to operate and minimal maintenance, which helps keep operational costs low. UV24 is designed for use in hospitals, long-term care facilities, nursing homes, schools, commercial office buildings, and any other location where cleaner environmental air is desired. The energy-efficient UV24 is available in 3 styles. For more information on UV24, contact your local distributor.